Good morning. Hi, everybody. Ooh, my hair. Hi. I'm going to pin my site super quick for anybody that wants to check it out. It's super easy to remember. It is abeautyriot.com. And it is a very exciting week in my life because the concealer has been out of stock for like a month. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Concealer has been out of stock for like a month, and it's my favorite product, and it came back yesterday. So, yeah, it's really exciting. There was a lot of people that were waiting, and I actually sold a lot of teen collections yesterday. Hi, everyone. Good morning. So that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, because the teen collection is my best-selling product, my best-selling collection. It's my bestseller. So I'm going to talk to you guys about it today while I do my face. So good morning. Good morning. Hi, Dana. Hi, Kim. Hi, Coley. I think I saw Whitney. Good morning, everyone. So let's talk about what you get in the teen collection before I get started. In the teen collection, you get this. It's a 3-way palette. And I call it the complexion palette, but it's actually just a 3-well custom palette that includes a botanical foundation and 2 concealers. Now, as you can see, I have 2 different color concealers in here, but you can choose the same concealer. You don't have to do the highlighting thing if that's not your jam. You don't have to do that. You can choose 2 different, or you can choose 2 of the same. I color match use for these, and it's super easy. You don't have to leave your house. I don't have to send you anything in the mail. We just do it right online. And it's super easy if you follow my instructions. So that's the first thing that you get in your custom teen collection. The next thing you get is your choice of a powder. Now you can choose our Perfect Press powder, which is our translucent setting powder. You can choose a blush, or you can choose the bronzer. Today, in the teen collection that I'm going to show you guys, I have chosen the bronzer, and I'll explain why once I get going. Next, you get your choice of 2 eyeshadows. 2. Today, I chose Pineapple of My Eye and Coral of the Story. But you get your choice out of all 18 of our shadows. So let me show you the other ones. Oh, those are not eyeshadows. That was, oh my Lanta. That was foundation. These are the eyeshadows. You can see that I took my 2 out. But these are all 18 colors. And they range from Dial It Black, the blackest black, all the way to white, cream boat. There's warm toned browns, there's cool toned browns, there's grays, there's pinks, there's a few shimmeries. So there's a lot of different options that would fit anyone, but fit anyone's preferences and color choices. So you get to choose 2 colors. Next, you also get to choose a signature jeweled lip gloss, and I only have 3 right here by me. But these are beautiful. They come with a little mirror. I have one in my car. There's one in the diaper bag. We're going to use Faith today. And if you are a frequent live watcher, you know that Faith or Grace are typically my go-to signature jeweled lip glosses. Hey, Jill, how are you doing? Are you hanging in there? Whitney, if you're still on, are you hanging in there too? Oh, big morning for these ladies. They sent their children off to school for the very first time. So I bet Bubba and Jordy are having a wonderful, wonderful time with Mrs. Parker. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to conceal any imperfections that I have. Our concealer comes in 6 shades, and it's waterproof, like literally waterproof. So I like to wear it when we go boating, when we go swimming. I like to wear it just by itself. when I know I'm going to have a really long day of shooting. So yeah, I mean, it's great. It's sweat proof. It's summer proof. So we're going to start, and I'm actually going to mix number 2 and number 3. And I'm just going to apply it pretty messy right now. In the corners, right here, I have a little redness right there. I have a zit. Oh, for all my frequent watchers, you know how I've been struggling with this area right here. Look at that. Oh, it's so broken out. And I thought that it was from sunscreen, because every time I use sunscreen, a couple days later, I would break out. But I figured out that it's not from sunscreen because I haven't used sunscreen lately. It's from Hazel. My breakout is from Hazel. And can anybody guess why? It's because I put lotion, like I lube that baby up. I put lotion all over her, like from head to toe. Like she gets a little mohawk. And every night I lotion her up. I put Aveeno on her face and I put Baby Magic everywhere else. Because she's got to smell good, right? She's got to smell like a baby. And then I like hold her and rock her and love her to sleep. And I rest my chin on her greased down head and I get broken out. So these breakouts aren't going to go away anytime soon because I'm not going to stop doing that anytime soon. So now what I'm doing is I'm just taking my damp Blenderful sponge. The Blenderful does not come in the teen collection, but it is my tool of choice. Nicole Doolittle, your Blenderful is in. And Lizzie, I still have your concealer. I'll take them down to Jill's today since I see that Jill's bored. Jill, Hazel and I will come visit after she's napping. She's kind of a hot mess today, that little Hazel. She's cutting a tooth and she isn't having it. She's not having a very good day. She's napping like 2 hours before her normal nap time. So we'll see how this goes. All right, guys, next I'm going to use our Botanical Foundation. Now, both our concealer and foundation is professional grade. It's 50% pigmented. And what that means is you don't need to use as much product. There's more color payout than a typical cosmetic that you would get at the drugstore or Sephora or Ulta. So ours are 50%. Our makeup is 50% pigmented. We're like Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, you know, like drugstore brands. They're about 18. And then as you go up, like beauty counters, they're about 23. Ours are 50%. That's a huge difference. You were a hot mess earlier. Whitney, I saw that you had your sister with you. So that was good moral support. So what I did is I took the flat part of my Blenderful and I just did a half turn. And as you can see, it's not even covering the entire sponge. And I'm just going to start. I'm going to pat it very lightly along my jawline and my chin. And then I'll start on my cheeks. Now, I'm not pushing very hard at all because, anybody know why? No, this is not a test. But the reason why you don't push hard is because when you rub super hard, your face goes into like protective mode and it produces more oil. I'm oily enough and I don't need protection from my makeup. So you do everything you do on your face, you use super feathery light movements. And also, when you're applying anything with your hands, always use your ring finger because it's your weakest finger. So as you can see, I'm just kind of bouncing and patting and blending all this foundation in. Now I'm going to do another little turn, not even a half, just like a quarter turn. And I'm going to apply it to my forehead. Oop, see that? See that sunspot I had there? Shh, it's gone. There goes the other one. Now, the more you bounce and blend bounce and pat and move around, the better it will blend in. Always blend down your chin and down your neck. You don't want to swipe like you would a liquid foundation or one of those cream to liquids because it's wax based. So once it hits your skin, it starts to warm up and you'll just be like smearing it all over your face and it won't blend very good. So you want to pat little light feathery motions. I'm going to use a little bit of concealer number 3. And I'm not going to worry too much about those that's under my chin because I'm just not. We'll do corrective concealing another day. So guys, that's it for the foundation and concealer. Wax based. You do need to set it with either a setting spray or a setting powder. If you have dry skin, a setting spray should be fine, or you might not even need to set it at all. But if you have combination or oily skin, or if you want that extra staying power, you need to set it with a translucent powder. And I am going to use our Perfect Pressed Powder, which is LimeLight by Alcone's translucent setting powder today. But you can use any translucent setting powder that you want. If you have one on hand, you can try that and see if it works for you. I have a lot of people that order the Teen Collection and just use their powder that they have on hand until they want to buy our Perfect Pressed Powder. So even though this is not a part of our Teen Collection, I have to use it because I'm oily. Or not a part of the Teen Collection I'm showing you today. I have to set with powder. So I'm just going to pat that on and like kind of smear it, rub it on my eyes. Once you have it all over, you can kind of buff it in with little feathery light circular motions. So you can use any setting powder, or it's a perfect addition to your Teen Collection. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start with one of my eyeshadows because I want to talk to you guys about the bronzer in a second. And I don't want to like talk about it and then go back to it. So we're going to start with just a fluffy crease brush in Coral of the Story, which is a super pretty matte coral color. Always tap off your brush. Do you see what's falling off there? If you don't tap off your eyeshadow brush, you're going to have fallout onto your cheekbones, which you can correct. But when you use some of the darker colors, it's kind of hard. Like it'll stick there and you don't want it to stick there. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to very lightly, in very circular feathery motions, apply it on and above my crease of my eyelid. And this is going to be my transition shade. And I know you guys are all thinking, she only has 2 eyeshadows and one of them is light. What is she transitioning to? Well, I'll show you in a minute. I forgot to tell you when I was doing my concealer that your concealer can act as your eyeshadow primer too. Which is super cool. So I'm just kind of blending up and out. So there's that. Now I'm going to do the other eye. Does anybody have anything, any plans for the day? Out of the ordinary anyways? I have some LimeLight work to do after my live. And then I have, I'm going to edit again today. Yesterday, I edited so many sessions, you guys. It's not even funny. I have some sneak peeks to post. Haley Speth, if you're still watching, your sneak peek will be up as soon as I'm done with this. I just needed to jump on really quick because the sweet baby is sleeping and I need to take advantage of that sleeping as often as I can. So again, just blending in circular motion, making sure that it's kind of even. I got a little uneven here. It's a little bit darker on my right than it is on my left. So I'm just going to make that match really quick. All right, next, what I'm going to talk about is the bronzer. So you've probably already guessed what I'm going to do with the bronzer, right? I'm going to contour. So I'm going to start here. And if you've been watching my lives lately, you've noticed that I've been contouring a little farther up. During the fall, I like to just use bronzer instead of blush. So I'm going to just do it up just a little bit higher on my cheekbones, just to give me a little color. And it kind of separates your face. Contouring also makes your face look slimmer. And then you want to put it where the sun hits the most. So in your hairline. And I'll blend those cheeks a little bit better, but down your temple. And then you can also do it under your jawbone. So it's like a 3 pattern. Woo, woo, just like that. So then just blend it in. And I'm blending it up instead of down, because if you blend it down, it's going to look funny. When you blend up, it lifts up your cheekbones and your cheeks and gives you the appearance of a slim line. So I could sit here and blend all day, but I'll spare you that. Now what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to use the bronzer as my darker color, my brown. So I'm taking my fluffy crease brush and I'm going to put it into my bronzer, tap it off, and I'm going to apply that in like a windshield wiper motion right in my outer crease. And you always want to start small and then go big. So use a little bit and you can always add to it. If you start with a lot of product, it's kind of hard to take away. Thought I heard the sweet baby, but maybe not. Maybe not. Sorry, I got quiet there for a minute. Hey everyone, if you're hopping on, say hi. Sometimes I'm kind of bad at checking to see who's on. I don't mean to be, but I just get talking and it's kind of how I am. All right. Next, what I'm going to do is use our lighter shade here, which is Pineapple of My Eye. Knock that off, and I'm going to apply it on my lid. In the corner, like my tear duct. And then I'll do the other eye. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it to highlight my brow bone. And then that also helps, you know, blend in that transition shade, that coral of the story a little bit. Now the bronzer's kind of stealing the show today because guess what else I'm going to use it for? I'm going to use it as an eyeliner as well. And I'll show you how here in a second. So I'm going to grab a pointed or it's an angled liner brush. And I didn't clean it off from the last time I used it. So I'm just cleaning it off on my leggings, you know. I'll change those later. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to wet this. So you can wet it with water. I'm going to use our 10 Years Younger setting spray. And I'm just going to spray it in the cap. By spraying it in the cap, you use a little amount of product instead of spraying it directly on the brush. Then your product lasts a little longer. So I'm going to take my wet angled liner brush and I'm just going to press it in to our bronzer. And I'm going to line the bottom. And then I'm just going to kind of bring it up like in a little, not really a wing, but where you would stop with your eyeshadow. Now you can even put this on dry and bring it down a little bit. But I chose to do it wet just because it makes it a little bit darker. So again, I just wet my liner brush, applied it into the bronzer, and I'm going to line the bottom. Can't talk when you're applying liner. This is serious business here, people. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to just very lightly wet. Oh, shoot. Hold up. I got to clean my smudger off. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of swishing around my setting spray and then I'm tipping it and I'm applying the smudger to the top part. So it's just a little bit damp, like nothing crazy. And then I'm going to put that down in the bronzer as well. And I'm just going to apply that in the corner. So super simple, you guys. A bronzer and 2 eyeshadows have made this eye look. Then I'm just kind of blending it up and bringing it down. So there's my eyes. And then most people would apply mascara, but I'm going to wait on that for a little bit. I'm going to apply my lip gloss. And this is Faith, Signature Jeweled Lip Gloss in Faith. The best part about our Signature Jeweled Lip Gloss is it's not sticky. It's not sticky like normal lip glosses. It doesn't give you that weird, icky, sticky, weird feeling on your lips. It's very smooth. And the colors are awesome. So there's a lot to choose from. So let's recap. Let's recap what you get in the teen collection. And obviously, I'm 35, so the teen collection, there is no age limit. It's for everyone. So we're going to recap. You get the custom complexion palette, 1 foundation and 2 concealers. I will color match you for your foundation, and then I will tell you what I suggest that you use for your concealers. It's super easy. Hit me up. No obligation color matches. You can do a color match today and wait however long you want to order your product. So, custom complexion 3-way. 1 foundation, 2 concealers. You can choose 2 different color concealers, or you can choose the same color. Awesome. You also get your choice of a powder. Today, I used the bronzer, but you can choose, there we go, fold it back. But you can choose our Perfect Press powder, which is our translucent setting powder, or any of our 7 blushes. You don't have to choose bronzer. It's your choice. Everything's completely customizable. You also get not 1, but 2 eyeshadows. How am I going to hold this? So right here, you get these things. And if that wasn't enough already, you also get one of these bad boys. So right here, guys, everything's completely customizable. I'll color match you for foundation and concealer. You choose whether you want translucent setting powder, bronzer, or one of our 7 blushes. You can choose 2 of our 18 eyeshadows and your choice of a signature jeweled lip gloss. $114. Amazing! Perfect way to start your LimeLight by Alcone collection. And you get a good deal on it. All right, you guys, I'm going to go back to work, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the flip side.